Howdy guys. Today I'm going to be talking to you about operant conditioning and how I use operant conditioning in my own life. First, just to give you a little background on myself, I've worked in the bar for the past 2 years. I'm a barback, so basically my job is to set up for the bartenders, make sure they have everything they need during the shift, and then clean up after them when the night is over. Once I became comfortable behind the bar, I began to ask the newer bartenders to do things in a certain way or to avoid doing other things. Both of these requests make my job much easier without putting any extra strain on the bartenders. I learned that simply asking the bartenders to do or not to do some of these things did not work very well, so my boss suggested that I begin to use tricks. After I started using these tricks, my job began to get much easier. It's only after taking this class that I've learned that these tricks my manager was referring to are actually a form of operant conditioning. The first is an example of positive reinforcement. During a shift, it's much easier for me to see which bartenders need glass and exactly how much glass they need if they pull glass from front to back. So when bartenders pull glass from front to back, I promptly fill the void with clean glass. If they don't pull glass from front to back, instead of constantly going over to look and see how much glass they need, I just let them run out and they have to wait while I bring them more. The next trick I learned is an example of negative reinforcement. Some of the bartenders don't like to throw their bottle caps away. They simply just drop them on the ground behind the bar. They do this because there's bottle openers on the sides of their wells, and it's slightly easier to use the well-mounted opener versus the bottle openers they carry in their back pockets, such as this one. That results in a much bigger mess for me at the end of the night to clean up. So, to encourage the bartenders to throw their bottle caps away, I'll unscrew the well-mounted opener if they refuse to pick up their bottle caps. That usually does the trick. The final trick I was taught is an example of positive punishment. It is the bartender's responsibility to wipe down their bottles on the sides of their well at the end of the night. If they don't do it, it falls on the barbacks to do it. So whenever a bartender chooses not to wipe anything down, the next night I'll pour something sticky on their bottles before the shift so that they have to clean it. Lime juice is my favorite, but that's just because I like the smell. While some of these things might sound mean, they really do help the barbacks out because we can spend up to 3 hours after a busy shift cleaning the bar. That's why our manager encourages us to encourage our bartenders to help us out. The last type of operant conditioning is negative punishment. I don't have an example of this from work, but I can provide you with a real-world example of negative punishment. If a teenager misbehaves, the parent might take away the keys to the car or the phone just to discourage the behavior. That covers the 4 types of operant conditioning, and with those examples, remember what Skinner said: "We are what we do, and we can change what we do."